Music artists and entrepreneurs, what's good? Mike Sarge here from MikeSarge.com, and today I want to talk to you guys about one of the most popular social media platforms out there, and that's Instagram, aka IG. Listen, it's got some pretty amazing features, and today I want to teach you some ninja, yeah, you heard me, some ninja tips that'll help you find that new fan base, find that audience that you've always been dreaming about building. And today, we're going to talk about it. As always, man, I want to give a major shout out to the sponsors because without them, this is not even possible. So be sure to check out the links in the description of this video if you want to learn more about them. And as always, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's work. Salutes to that. Alright, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and get into these tips so you can operate IG like a ninja. Are you ready to learn, young grasshoppers? Alright, so the first tip, before I even get to the posting, I gotta know which hashtags am I gonna use. Because you obviously know what photo you're gonna post. You already know what video you're gonna post, so it's a matter of knowing what hashtags you're gonna use. So some of you are like, Sarge, like, how am I supposed to know which ones to use? We're going to use Instagram for that. So I got my phone out right now and we're going to go straight to Instagram, right? So I'm on Instagram. We're going to go to the search, right? See the search? And then I'm going to type in, so for me, right? For this example, I'm in music, but we're not going to do rapping. Let's say you're a singer, right? So let's say you did the hashtag singer. Right, and then right here we already see that the hashtag comes up, so I'm gonna pick on that hashtag. Now this is the part that matters. It's not the initial one that we typed in because you probably already plan on using that hashtag. It's this section right here that says related. Now I don't have to think up all of these hashtags to post. Instagram is literally telling me the most popular hashtags that I can use. So what do we have? We have vocalists, we have singers, we have vocals, we have singing, and let's just say that you're a pop singer, right? Because we see that in here. Let's do hashtag pop singer. Well, as soon as I pick it, not only does it tell me with this 236 of how many people use this hashtag, but it also gives me another set of hashtags that I can use. So if you're a singer, if you're a rapper, if you're a producer, whatever band, whatever you're doing, whatever niche you're in, it doesn't even have to be music, you can use the search bar to find really dope hashtags. That's tip number one, ninja style. Alright, so the next tip is to tag what's relevant. Many of you that have watched my videos in the past hear me say, do not spam people. Stop spamming people, right? But you can strategically bring what you do to the table. So what do I mean by that? So recently I made a post and the picture was of me performing. Well, what's a good way to tag relevant people or places? Well, I obviously was performing at a venue or even outside or on a street somewhere, right? So why not tag the venue, right? Now, some of you are like, okay, so how does that benefit me? It benefits you because if that particular venue has content that they constantly post and you're tagging them in events that you performed at, now you're going to be at the front of their mind. Now you're showing them support, you're showing them love, because in their minds, they're thinking from a business perspective, oh snap, like this singer, this rapper, he or she, they're possibly bringing business to me for free just because they performed at our spot at an open mic at a show. Or maybe even if they have shows coming up in the future and they're thinking of artists that maybe they should pick, who should we pick? Well, why not the people that engage with them the most, right? So you're going to be one of the very first people that comes to their mind. Tag people that are relevant. If you did a cover or even if you did a freestyle, right? You did a remix, whatever it is, tag relevant people. If you did a cover from a particular artist, tag that artist, tag maybe some of their management, but don't go out just tagging people that are not relevant to what you do, especially if it's a blog that you've never worked with. If it's just a producer that you want to work with or a studio you want to work with, don't just tag them. That is not a good first impression, to tag people that you've never had a conversation with or people that are not even related to you. Yeah, you might be in the same music genre, but that's still not a good look. So tag what's relevant. Okay, the next tip, how to operate like a ninja, is remember this: questions bring engagement, right? Engagement wins on social media. The more times that you post and there's engagement, when people leave comments and things like that, the more the better. But a lot of times I notice that artists are not, or just people in general on social media are not making engaging posts, and questions bring engagement. So let me use sports for examples. For example, sports, it works because there's always engagement around sports, right? And sports topics, because we could just say, hey, who's better? This player or this player? This team or this team? Within the food industry, who makes a better chicken sandwich? Who has the best fries, right? Who makes the best shake? That's conversation. Within faith, right? Is it a sin to have tattoos? Is it a sin to curse or drink or whatever? There's real life questions based off of real life conversations that you have between people around you. So within your niche, within what you do, what are questions that you can ask that make people go, oh, I have to comment on this. I have to. I can't just go up my feed and continue. I have to leave a comment. So remember, questions bring engagement. Leave questions in your captions and bring up questions when you're doing these videos. All right, so the next tip is using a platform called Linktree. And this is why I say this, right? On Instagram, you can't use links. You can't use hyperlinks unless it's within a direct message, unless it's in a DM. So if you put a link to something and a comment, people are not going to be able to press on it. If you place it anywhere and you're trying to take people on other places, you're not going to be able to do it. The only place that you can really place a link and people use it, like I said, is direct message, but it's on your profile, it's on your page, right? And it's only one link that you can use. Linktree changes the whole game, and this I'm gonna show you how it works. It's awesome, right? I'll pull up my phone real quick. So we're on my profile right now. We're on my profile, and you can see that there is a Linktree link right here. And when I press on it, let's get it. This is what we see. You see, oh wait, hey, you want music tips? Oh hey, you want to check out my new album, my website, you need mixing and mastering? There are multiple links here. So now I'm giving people an opportunity from my page to go wherever I want them to. So do you have a website? Do you have a music video you want people to check out? Do you have services that you're trying to offer people? What is it? What are you trying to bring attention to? And Linktree allows you to do it. I'm gonna leave a link in the description of Linktree. It's free, y'all. It is free. You don't have to pay for it. Nothing. There is like a pro version of it and things like that, but if you don't want the pro version, it's all good. You can still use it and have multiple places that you can send people. Just another ninja tip. All right, so the last tip I'm gonna show you guys is definitely super ninja type things. We talking like Ninja Turtle type things. You feel me? Master Splendor in the building. You feel me? Hear me out. Listen, hashtags, we mentioned hashtags earlier, but we were talking about hashtags in regards to how we're gonna use them within our feed. But what about within your stories? Because everyone is using stories now, right? So we're gonna try hashtags within the stories in a cool, awesome way. Check this out. I'm gonna pull up my phone again. So I'm looking at a post that I did, right? So let's say I wanted to just share it, right? I'm gonna share it to my story, right? And we see it here, but you know what? I want to draw attention to it. So let's see. Let me just add some text, right? So let me go new post, right? And I'll move this right here. And let's see. This is where it comes in. So let's see. This is, I'm a music artist, right? So I would do like hashtag music for life, right? Boom. And I'm gonna shrink it, and I'm gonna put maybe two more. So let's do like hashtag music artist, and shrink that down. And then let's do one more. Nope. And hashtag rapper. Right? Boom. All right. So we have three of those. But what I'm actually gonna do is, I don't want that being seen. That's whack, right? And I'm gonna actually add one more thing. I'm gonna add my location. I'm gonna add a location, right? So let's do Hawaii, because I am currently in Hawaii. And I'm gonna shrink that. I'm gonna put that right here. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take this image and I'm gonna put it right over it. I'm putting it right over it. Now, what am I doing this for? The same way that people search for particular hashtags and you're found on their feed, same thing. For people that normally go through stories, you may pop up in their feed based off of your hashtags and the hashtags that they're searching for. So take that into account. And look, I just placed it over there. Now maybe I want to, make it, if I want to add a little something, let's add some arrows. You feel me? Let's get some motion in here, and let me reverse this. Boom. Saucy. Oh yeah. we looking good. But that's just another way that you can get your content in front of people in a ninja type fashion. All right, so those are just a few things. Those are just a few tips, ninja tips that you guys can use when using Instagram. There's so many features on Instagram, and be sure that you're using all of them. Use everything that they give you so that you're not only able to find new people, but you're able to keep the attention and keep that engagement up for the people that are already following you right now. All right, now be real with me. Did you guys like this video? Were these tips helpful? If so, be sure to hit that like button, then hit that subscribe button so you get notified every time I drop a new video. Also, if there's a particular topic that you want me to talk about, be sure to go below, leave a comment so I can add your suggestion to the list. And as always, be you, enjoy your life, and live authentic. Salute to that, and I'll catch y'all later.